Hello, my name is Tamara Williams. I am an account executive for Spokane Quarterly Living Magazine at Bozzy Media. Please forgive me as I might be glancing over at my script. I'm trying to keep my ums and ahs to a minimum. Really need to be a Toastmaster. I'm a mother of 4 grown kids. They are all married and scattered throughout Western United States and Hawaii. My journey to this career started when in my other life, I was a hairdresser. I opened my own salon in 2001 and called it Bellissima Salon and Skincare Center. I employed upwards of 15 people. In 2009, my life took a different turn and I sold my salon to my acting manager for a profit, which is almost unheard of in the beauty industry, and I moved to Arizona. During my time in Arizona, I enrolled and was accepted to the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication at Arizona State University. In my first semester, I realized pretty quickly I didn't want to be a journalist, but because of my love of language and how I always viewed myself as a writer, I changed majors, and in 2016, I graduated magna cum laude from Arizona State University with my bachelor's in English and a minor in literature, which has a side effect of making me a nerd and a bit of a snob in literature. My biggest influences for reading and for that time frame with my writing and things are the modernists and postmodernists authors such as Salinger, Steinbeck, Fitzgerald. And because of that post-war era and how gender roles were changing and the American dream was being defined, it was something that we should all want, but the literature of that time challenged us to question those values, and I just love that. If I could talk about feminists of the 19th century and Jane Austen for 3 or 4 hours, it would be like a dream come true, but I don't think that would be everybody's dream to talk with me about it. After graduating from college, I decided to give myself a gift of walking a 500-mile pilgrimage through northern Spain on the Camino de Santiago. I started walking up the French Pyrenees on August 22nd, 2016, and walked between 15 to 22 miles a day until I walked into the city of Santiago on September 25th, 2016. Having walked so many steps alone, you might imagine I had a lot of time on my hands to reflect on my life and the lessons that seemed before me every day and the metaphors on that path. I was obsessed with the rocks, the shape of the rocks, the smoothness of the rock, the sharpness of the rocks, how many rocks there were, how many rocks there weren't. It was, my feet really were beat up. So I think one of the biggest lessons I found was in my backpack and my feet. You figure out pretty quickly that you don't need much in life to be happy. Dropping your pack and your boots and getting a shower at the end of the day was like heaven. If there was a bidet in your room to soak your feet, it was the best ever. It was bonus. So a beer in the Plaza Mayor with friends or a glass of wine over dinner was just the best. And I would do the walk again. It was that amazing. So why would I make a good addition to the team at Living Local 360? Well, first, I'm a likable person. I have friends that will vouch for that. And I would fit well in with a team who believes in their mission statement of saying that they want to impact communities in a positive way by creating content that will connect businesses with local communities. As I believe, by my choice of a major, I really believe that words are powerful, and I believe supporting our community businesses and finding ways to tell and weave the stories of our communities teach us to be more compassionate, to support each other, and to help everyone to prosper. Secondly, I'm a goal-driven person. I'm highly organized. If I can use my natural talents in a way that benefits my clients and creates new opportunities, I'm finding a higher bar to reach. I love people and I love connecting well with my clients. I've been doing sales less than a year, and I have found my niche. I started with a very humble goal and have astonished myself by tripling that goal in 9 months. What I like about living local and how they, what they, I can see is that they offer different platforms and products to help clients and potential clients to find the most cost-effective ways to reach their target markets. This, I believe, makes my job easier because all businesses have different audiences, demographics, needs, budgets, and so forth. And if I can be creative with the tools I have in my pocket to find the strategy that works best for them, I've done my job well and my client's business grows and all of us are winners. My typical work day, because I'm a slow mover in the morning, I like to go to bed early, and so I like to rise early so that I can have some quiet time in the morning to wake up and have a cup of coffee. And during this time, I like to think about my day ahead, who I'm meeting with, how I want my meeting to go, what ground I need to cover. I look over my schedule, I plan my route, and try and cover in at least 3 drop-in cold calls a morning. Once I get to the office, I go through my tickle file to see who still needs to be contacted, whose ad is still out. I make phone calls, write proposals and pitches. I follow up on leads. I go to client meetings. I deliver magazines if needed. I want to be a friendly face and a familiar face to each of one of my clients by name. Every week is different, and depending on where we are with deadline and magazine production, I'm a pretty busy bee, and I really love my work. I feel I'm a good fit for this position because I conduct myself with the highest integrity in both my personal life and my professional life. I work for my clients to give them the very best in customer service I know how because I've always operated on the customer is always right philosophy. I believe that a complaint is an opportunity because if a client complains, that means they want me to make it right and they want to come back. I think all those years of being a hairdresser and working with women and their, pickiness toward their hair taught me a lot about this and helped me to be a success as a direct result of that philosophy. I'm a member of Spokane Rotary 21, Northwest Women's Alliance. I do a lot of networking. I think all of these things help in being a good fit. I think it helps to make connections and it helps to be involved in the community and service organizations. So yeah, that's what I think. I want to thank you for the opportunity. I look forward to meeting with you, I hope, and to discuss further. Anyway, namaste.